Okay, this was a very different and bizarre sort of Raw. It began with Drew McIntyre getting destroyed by Randy Orton, and then Randy Orton facing off with Mark Henry, and then Mark Henry destroying Morrison, and then more of the legal battles that are going to be taking place with Triple H, and then a kind of a waste of a Divas tag match. Because with Kelly Kelly and Eve versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya went to a no contest after Kelly Kelly kind of went nuts and began to just violently attack Beth Phoenix on the outside. So it was kind of a bizarre sort of Raw as they kept on going back and forth with some of the legal woes. Faced Triple H in his current run as COO. And then they showed the attack by Miz and Truth. Their small vignette about how they said they're sorry but they're going to sue. One half of the 12-man tag match being in the ring, cutting probably one of the most difficult to understand promos. Alberto, not really good on the mic when he's the main person talking. Then you go to Christian, who was getting tired of hearing on the mic. Then to Cody Rhodes, who is still talking like he's got a broken nose. And it's like, this is really sounding horrible if this is going to be your sounding board. Ziggler, pretty decent job. Swagger, not so much. And then you end with Otunga. Otunga, very well spoken, did a pretty good job, but it seemed like he needed better dialogue for that. All that was rough, and it was painful to get through. The 12-man tag match, which was Ziggler, Otunga, Christian, Del Rio, Swagger, probably didn't say Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, taking on CM Punk, Cena, Sheamus, Mason Ryan. That's how impressive this match was. I'm actually forgetting who was on. Yeah, Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne. And, this match just seemed to drag on. With 12 guys like this, you would expect lots of high-paced action. Evan Bourne did a very good job in it. Nice high energy. And then at the end, it just became, finisher, 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 finisher. Who hasn't hit a finisher yet? Sheamus, bro kick, pin Ziggler. Okay. Probably one of the highlight matches of the night was the return of Santino Marella versus Jinder Mahal. And they began with Jinder Mahal talking probably in Persian, and then Santino Marella talking back to him in gibberish, leading to kind of a squash match. And then it ended with the long vote of no confidence against Triple H, which was done well. Barrett did a solid job, Makita did a solid job, Beth Phoenix did a pretty solid job, Christian did a pretty solid job, but by far, the best one to do it was Jerry Lawler. Did a fantastic job with it. And at the very end, as everyone else is leaving, cameramen, whole 9 yards, JR left. The sad thing was, that was like the ending 20 minutes of Raw, with people airing their grievances. A few months ago when Vince was taken down because of voting on confidence from the board, it just kind of seems really bizarre. This angle's taking up so much TV time that whoever's behind what's going on at Triple H, it needs to be huge. It does. It needs to be something gigantic. It needs to be the return of somebody that's going to really make this worth it. It needs to be either like, Mick Foley is jumped ship and he's with the E and he's the person who's behind it and he was the Raw general manager the whole time while working for TNA. Something just ridiculously crazy. It needs to be, like Stephanie was doing it. It has to be anything but the return of Vince. The return of Shane. As long as it's not Vince, that could actually be worth it. It would actually be great too if it actually be in The Rock. If The Rock is getting the whole thing, so that way then, he gets to go in his match against Cena as kind of more of a heel. But currently it's got a lot of feed up, a lot of build up, and I need to do something that's really, really going to push it to the point where you go, you know what, that was a well worth it storyline. Currently, it got some decent steam to it, but when you complain about people just talking and whining, and you miss the wrestling aspect, you need to do more than just have a bunch of squash matches and then a 12-man that was booked like a 12-man, which everyone kind of, will be on different board for a while. Okay, hot tag, we'll be on someone else for a while, hot tag. It should have definitely been booked better for who was in it.